week. It's a girl that's gonna be there that I dealt with before.
Okay. Not that I.
Story time. A couple of years ago, one of my friends had like a house party and invited a bunch of people over. And I had just met this guy and I was like, hey, do you want to go to this party with me? And he was like, sure, no problem. So we get there, we don't know anybody. I'm feeling nice and, drinking. I love to drink vodka. And a lady comes in and she goes, hey, Bob, not his real name. Hey, Bob. And Bob goes, oh, hey, how are you? And she said, I'm fine. How is your mom? Bob goes, mother is fine, yada, yada, yada. Small. So then, she goes off, mingles a little bit, comes back and sits down beside Bob and then starts kikiing with Bob. And Bob is, being polite. And she's like, Bob, are you dancing? Bob says no. Oh, Bob, are you singing? You're going to sing? Bob says no. Bob's trying to act like she doesn't exist. The more he act like she doesn't exist, the more she engages with him. And the more I'm drinking and I'm sitting and I'm watching. And so he and I have a conversation. She'll interject herself in the conversation. I'm like, okay. So me and Bob talking. She interjects. Kiki's a little bit too damn hard. And I look over and I was like, what the fuck is so goddamn funny? It was like the music stopped and everybody in the party turned around and looked at me. I was like, I have sat here all night and you over there kikiing. What the fuck is so goddamn funny and how the fuck do you know him? So her friend comes over and touches me and like, no, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. And then I cuss out the friend and be like, if you ever touch me again, I'm going to slap the shit out of you too. Needless to say, I get put out the party. It's time for me to go. Everybody's looking. My friend is like, what is wrong with you? I've never seen you act like this. And I was just like, I just felt so disrespected. And I tried to be nice and ignore her, but she just kept going and going. And by this time, the alcohol really has kicked in. And I'm just like, I'm not the one. Like, I just don't play this shit. So he and I get in the car and he's like, I can't believe you're acting like that, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, who is she? Who is she? Because clearly it's more to this than, she just knows your mother. Turns out that was someone that he dated seriously and actually considered marrying, but married somebody else. And then when that marriage fell apart, she kind of felt like she had been waiting and it was her turn and he didn't choose her. And then he shows up at a party with me. She feels some kind of way. She's jealous and she's angry and slightly embarrassed. And so that was the cause of her behavior. Yeah, you need to tell people. You need to tell.